Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. Battle for Azeroth Alpha. Warfronts. Now, we were able to get into these Warfronts today. Not in the most prestigious manner, if you will. Good buddy of the stream, Mr. GM, showed me a way on my stream how to get to the Warfronts in Battle for Azeroth that have not yet been, I guess, released to the alpha by Blizzard. So basically in the Arathi Highlands, there's like a horde, battleship up in the sky. If you just go really high in the air and die and land on it, then release, you actually just start the Warfront. So here I am reporting the Warfront. So this is like kind of like an exclusive first look at Warfronts in Battle for Azeroth. Now Warfronts is pretty much a 20-player cooperative NPC versus raid, or raid versus NPC. So it's not PvP based. I don't think we're ever going to face like other players, but it's us versus, in this case, the Alliance NPCs. The whole fantasy of this is pretty much geared toward like the RTSs, like Warcraft 3 or 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. Honestly, look, it's a little sacrilegious, but I've never played 1, 2, or 3. I played 3 on Sub Sunday a few times, I know, and this is the point which you guys unsub from the channel. That's cool. So you basically, the goal here is to infiltrate the Alliance base. There's the map right there. It kind of shows you all the capture points that you should be going for. And I'm kind of like hovering over my mouse there. This is stream footage, by the way, so you might see some subs and resubs going on or whatnot. But everything requires resources. So we have wood, we have iron. Is the last icon food? I think leather is supposed to be one of them. We didn't get that far. There was a few bugs, obviously, because this wasn't ready to be presented. So before I even start commenting over this video, this is pretty much all still a work in progress. So this is not yet a completed version of Warfronts. This is just kind of like a first look because we kind of snuck in there. And at the end of the stream, you'll see what Blizzard did to my account. I didn't get banned or anything, but it's pretty funny. So in the beginning here, we start in the Warfront in the Horde camp, and we're pretty much fighting some, Alliance captain elite mob. Now, he doesn't seem like he has a lot of health right now because it's just me and Mr. GM in here. Now, later on, you'll see we're in here with like 20 people, and that health scales up crazy high. And I was getting a little bit of lag in here, so like I said, definitely not finished product. I got to keep mentioning that so you guys don't, take this as, oh, this sucks. And once we defeat him, then the battle actually begins. So I think this is what you do in the beginning. You kill the dude, and that Blaze Storm actually hurts once he's scaled up. And when we had 20 people, he was like wiping most of our melee, but that's because, nowadays we just figure anything that Blizzard gives us that's, PvE related, we could just zerg down and no one gives a shit. But so it's been pretty, it was really fun. Warfronts was that one feature in Battle for Azeroth where I was pretty much just like, you know what? I'm not interested. I'm not an RTS fan. I don't like this. I don't think I'll be playing this. Island Expeditions, I was like, that's more to my liking, normal, heroic, mythic, PvP versions of an island where you fight other players and you fight NPCs and the AI is really sophisticated. And I looked at, and I got into this Warfront today, and myself and most of my stream agreed. We're like, wow, I'm having a lot of fun right now, because you could totally come in here with a pre-made raid of your guild or your friends, if you have any. I mean, I don't have many friends either, man. We should cry together, bro. And just kind of like strategize properly. Like, hey, you guys over there, you take the mines, you take, the lumber yard. Okay, now you guys invade this section or whatnot. So here I am capturing our base after we defeated that player. That chest right there eventually will feed us goods from the mines and the lumber yard. That right there was, I guess, he gives us a teleport scroll that makes it so that we can get back to the base faster. So at all times, we're always being invaded. Like, the Alliance is always sending their troops, while we're trying to create grunts. So this is very newbie-ish. I was playing on my Huntard. I don't really play BM too well. I kind of play it well because it's mindless. I just kind of spam like 3-4 buttons, and that's pretty much it. And I do a lot of deeps. And they're also broken on the alpha. So if you guys have access to the alpha, definitely try BM Hunter. It does the top damage by far, unless you're an Enhancement Shaman spec'd into that lightning ability, unless they fix that too. So right now we're on our way to the lumber yard here. And we're going to try and defeat all these Alliance NPCs. all their little peons or footmen or whatnot. The horde have the peons. And we're going to get rid of, I think it's like Lumberman Joe, Lumberjack Joe. And he actually hits pretty hard. And here I am trying to figure out where all my buttons are, because I'm bad, once again. Is that his name? No, it's Lumbering Leo. Sorry, it's Lumbering Leo. Good job, Blizzard. So our mage died. He's been dead. My pet is tanking, but he's getting wrecked. And once you capture this, now your side of the Warfront on the Horde is going to start gathering resources. And give me 1 second. I'm going to lighten up the mood in here a little bit with some Battle for Azeroth music in the background. I kind of can, like, you know, I hear like nothing. I kind of need to hear some music whenever I do my YouTube videos. Towelliee improving. There you go. Little bit of BFA soundtrack on YouTube, just YouTube BFA soundtrack. So once we take down Leo here, then we're going to capture this bad boy. And you'll have a quest where you start picking up all your wood and you turn it in. And now all around the land, you're going to see that there's wood that you can pick up from the trees. Now, every little wood pile that you pick up gives you like 3 or 4 pieces of wood. It's not really like that crazy. And once again, this video is sped up because it's about maybe 45 minutes long. I just wanted to condense it down to like maybe like 20 minutes. But we really enjoyed the whole feel of the Warfront. Even with like 2 people, I was like, this is kind of cool. And there you go, like your little minions are coming from the main encampment of the Horde and trying to help you out now that you've captured the lumber mill. And there you go, I get a nice little lumberjack quest where I get some wood after completing it. And you can see there, I'm going to chop down that tree and shazam! There's my wood. There's my big, long, hard wood. Oh yeah. And now I turn into quest, you get the wood, and at this point we're like, well, what should we do now? I guess we should go back to the base and build some stuff. Now in your base you can build your barracks, your main, I guess the Great Hall, and that in itself was the bug that we encountered. We had to create a demolisher, but we weren't able to create, I guess, the Great Hall, which then leads us to be able to build our demolishers to continue with the war effort here in this Warfront against the Alliance. And we tried a few times, it still didn't work. So obviously, I guess Blizzard said to themselves, well, if these guys actually find out how to access this place, then we shouldn't probably let them finish it. So now we're going to go back inside the camp. I mean, I was actually surprised at how polished this was in terms of how it looks and how it feels and how the AI is reacting. So there you go. You can construct it with some wood or some iron. Right now we only have wood. So I'm just feeding it. And now that's done. So now I got to get back, get some more wood, get some iron. I think that's where we're heading to next. Now we're going to the mines and try and get that over there. And here we got wrecked pretty hard. Because every point that you try to capture has a really strong NPC. And like I said, right now it's only scaled for 2 people. Once you have a whole raid of 20, it gets pretty crazy. I think I'm going to try to solo this at some point tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can just go in there by myself. I mean, well, actually I can't because Blizzard's probably going to kick me out again. And that's what happened at the end. We actually got a whole raid of 20 people. We got in there. All of a sudden, bam, crit/clit error, as we call it in my stream. And everyone that was in my raid got aired out at the same time. We came back in and we were like not even near the Warfront. Some people were in Westfall. I was back in the BFA. I think I might have been in Borealis. I think we'll see later on in the video. But it was kind of funny because the reason why I reported it is anytime that we find, I guess, an exploit on how to reach an area where that shouldn't be reached but is actually there, we pretty much report it immediately. And then we try it out until Blizzard kicks us out. I messaged Blizzard and I said, hey dudes, I can access Warfronts. Is this supposed to be this way? And they're like, we don't think so, because no one knows. Sometimes the devs put this stuff in here. And here we go. So now we're building up the barracks. Pause on that story. We're building up the barracks, and you have your wolf raiders, shaman, throwers, and grunts. Right now, we can only get throwers and grunts because you need to collect way more materials as you go further into the Warfront. So once you train or use your resources to get all these grunts and axe throwers, they'll just spawn. And then I don't know how the AI for that works. Because when you play RTSs, I've seen others play RTS, you control, drag, whatever, click, and 8 p.m., blah, 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 and move the people all around all over the place, right? Here, I think they just go, like wherever they want, kind of like minions in a MOBA. So, now, as we were trying to get some grunts and some axe throwers, we got invaded by a dwarven elite. I think that was Bronzebeard or Maridin, whatever his name is. Now that we've captured the both of those areas, the mines and the lumberyard, now we have this chest in our base that just spawns iron from our grunts working in the mining area. So that chest, you know, if you leave it there for about like 5 minutes, it'll have like 100 iron. See, I just keep looting it now. I only have 6 because I just looted it a second ago. Now the stronghold here, I think, is where we're supposed to be getting the demolishers, because it is like a scenario. You look on the right side, we have objectives we have to complete to be able to finish this off. So as I was saying before, so Blizzard was like, yeah, we don't know if it's there, it's there. And I'm just like, well, should I stream it? And they're like, I don't know yet. We're not in the office right now, because I stream pretty early in the morning. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll find out later. And it was a funny story, because Mr. GM, he was scared to stream it, in the event that he would get banned. You know, it's kind of harder to ban some, get unbanned if you're, fairly new, or not like as known on the streaming scene. Twitch, talks to Blizzard and all this blah 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 stuff happens. Right there, I tried to get the next location. I tried to kite the mobs into the base. Didn't work out. They didn't. I was trying to get our camp to kill it, but they reset. So once again, no offense to Mr. GM. Mr. GM has been an awesome dude. He's actually helped me a lot with information, and he actually showed me how to use the model viewer for BFA. So big shout out to him. I'm actually going to put his link in my information below if you guys want to check out his content. He knows how to use all that technical stuff, and he always somehow finds out how to get into these places in the alphas or whatnot. And yeah, he was a big help today, but he was scared. He's like, yeah, man, I don't want to get banned. And I was like, yo, dude, so what am I, like the guinea pig? Like, let's get Towelliee, because he's been streaming on Twitch for like 7 or 8 years, and and let's see. I don't think they're gonna ban him, so I'm gonna roll with him today. Nah, bro, love you, Mr. GM. Good shit today. So I died. Back to the video. I got my ass handed to me. Not really cool, but whatever. You die pretty easily. Soloing this would be hard. We had a tank come in here earlier, and the tank was actually able to not solo, but take most of the damage from all the grunts, or excuse me, all the footmen for the Alliance and the mini bosses in each camp, and not really take a lot of damage. So you definitely want to roll in here with a tank and a healer. That's what we kind of did right here. We had a healer with us, rolling around. And here we go. We're just getting some more iron. We're trying to build this right here. And then we're going to find out at the end as we build this that you cannot build it. And that's when we realized that defeat was inevitable. And we were going to get rocked. But man, like I said, I had a lot of fun in Warfronts today. I really wish Blizzard would release this for testing, because now I want to play it more. And since I can't show it online, I don't think anymore, because I don't want them to keep crashing my damn WoW client on purpose. I think I'm just going to do it on my own. But I mean, that's what you want to do, all right? For all you guys out there in the alpha, if you see an exploit, report it, try it, and then leave. You could. Blizzard's not as evil, empire as everyone thinks they are. You can just you can push the envelope and walk that line, but don't overcross the line. Kind of put the tip of your shoes on the line and just leave it there for a little bit, but just don't cross it. Don't go insane. I think what actually did it is Wowhead.com, and big shout out to Wowhead. They're really awesome right there. They're doing lots of good things for the community recently. They started featuring streamers on their webpage. So they were featuring me because I was showing Warfronts, and no one's seen Warfronts before. So I was like, this is awesome. And I think that was like the icing on the cake. I think at that point, Blizzard was like, all right, he's streaming it on Twitch. It's on the front page of Wowhead.com. I think we need to just get him out of here. And that's what happened. So right now, where are we? Forgot what farm we're in. Oh, and good thing to note, the elites in each alliance camp, their health doesn't regenerate when they reset. So you can see right here, the main elite of this camp, he was already only at 20% health after we had wiped and come back. So I'm not sure if that's actually intended or not. But there you go. See, like your little peons and grunts just keep on chugging through, and I'm not controlling them at all, and neither was anyone else in the group. But we captured that right there. Now, the crazy part is that after you're done capturing a point on the Alliance side, you have to leave someone there in defense to call it out in case to come back. There were several times where we caught a camp like this. You're probably going to see in this video, I'm not sure. We go to like the next area, and then it's like, what the hell? They recaptured it, like they ninja'd it. It's crazy. So now here's the second Warfront we did. I went on my Demon Hunter tank. I kept hitting Spectral Sight because my buttons aren't right. But I'm on my Demon Hunter tank right here. Very cool, by the way. Demon Hunter tanking is really awesome in BFA. I like the Fracture replacing Shear. Talent-wise for generating pain, although I don't have much to spend my pain on. Other than that, yeah. So I made an entire raid, brought them all in here. And once again, you fight pretty much the same Alliance dude in the beginning. You capture your point here. So this is a different perspective of me on a tank and us rolling with like a bigger crew of players. And because we definitely wanted to keep trying this because we wanted to get those demolishers working, but we couldn't. But I definitely want to hear your guys' opinions. Like, I think for me, it's so many possibilities here, especially for me as a streamer. I can, you know, like invite my viewers with me, my subs, anything, you know, my guild. We can get a whole group together, and a lot of stuff in WoW can be really fun, but sometimes you need to be more than just fun. Am I right? Some of you may agree out there. I think you need rewards, and there's a lot of rewards that have been data mined already, such as there's a transmog for the Alliance and the Horde side, right? You get like a Horde battle armor, or the Alliance get their battle armor. But is that enough to keep people doing these Warfronts? Are they going to add more maps? Rumor is that they will. You know, right now we only have the Arathi Highlands, what is it, Stormguard area, as the first, Warfront. You know, I think this will be really successful if they make it worth your time. They got to add more Warfronts. They need to get more transmog gear in there because people are loving the shit out of the transmog gear, especially weapon skins. You got to give Azerite, because Azerite fuels our Heart of Azeroth pendant. That will definitely get people in here. But not so much that it kind of makes it a complete requirement. Don't go off giving people like 1,000 Azerite for completing a Warfront. Right now for a normal mode dungeon you get like 34 or 35 or something. So I would say in the Warfront it might take you like an hour to do a Warfront. Give like maybe 100, and just give players incentive to use this feature, because the reception was like stunning to me. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, people on my channel are gonna be bitching about this whole raid versus NPC army BS, but I think people are just getting that like Warcraft 3 RTS like nostalgic feeling when they saw me playing this, and they were like, this is crazy, like this is like Warcraft 3 but you're playing it like in WoW, except you're not really controlling most of your minions, but like the basis of it, building and collecting resources and capturing bases and eventually killing the enemy, instead of you playing the hero in the RTS. It's like you're your own hero. Like you're not Arthas, you're not Uther or whoever else. I'm not sure who the hell, Kel'Thuzad. I'm not sure what heroes you played. Like I said, I barely played the RTSs. I played it like once ever. I know, unsub, unfollow, whatever. And it's just insane. Like people are just getting that nostalgic feeling, and now you are the hero in this version of the RTS in World of Warcraft, and you're the one controlling the armies. So people love that feeling, and I love the reception I got in chat today. I was like, holy shit, you guys really love this. I'm so surprised. I was stunned. I was stunned. But here we are. This is the point at which my fate has been sealed. Now, this guy was kind of tough. So we're trying to take I think the Circle of the Storms or Ultra of the Storms. I think once you capture this place, you get like shamans and a whole bunch of other stuff here in the game. And this fire guy eventually gets to a point where you have to burn him down with DPS, or else he just heals himself and you can't interrupt the heal. He has like several phases. Look at that sub, 43 months. Yeah. And he was pretty rough. He was pretty rough to deal with. We only had a few people in our range, and then eventually I had to call people and be like, hey, man, we need to kill this guy. We never got to kill it because the inevitable happens in a few seconds here. You're going to see. I couldn't believe it. I thought Blizzard was going to actually let us play it the whole way through. I think we might have been getting to a point where they were like, all right, they're about to do something, and we don't want them to see it at all. Yeah, we definitely don't want them to see the Warfront. After this, something may happen that, you know, they're not ready for yet. And there you go. At that point, I think he does an apocalypse right there, and you burn them down. And that cast is pretty fast. Yeah, Circle of Elements. That's what you get. And then he just regens, and then we try to fight him again. But like I said, had a ton of fun on the Warfronts today. I even surprised myself, or surprised with myself, that I enjoyed it this much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm not sure how many other YouTubers got access to Warfronts or are posting Warfront videos. If so, the more the merrier. The more videos we get out here showing the Warfronts, the more hype we can get for it, the more we get feedback to the devs. Also, don't forget to check for your alpha invites. I would assume huge waves went out this past week because there were people that were, no joke, legit, like my entire chat was like, I got alpha, I got alpha, I got alpha, I got alpha. And okay, so I mean, and the way to check, best way, fuck the email, just completely exit out of Battle.net, just completely log off altogether, get the fuck out. And then just when you open up your Battle.net and log in, hit like the game, like right above play, there's that, you know, you hit the button that shows you all your different things like PTR and different WoW copies you have. Hit that, and under the development section, you should see alpha. You should see. I'm not saying everyone's going to get it, but it's a possibility that you might. I mean, I know a lot of people, a couple hundred people from my chat got alpha. And if you happen to go to the Sylvanas server on Alliance, join the Hammer Squad, I would say at least 50% of the members that were in the Hammer Squad in the Legion Alpha or Beta got re-invited because we were really good, and Blizzard spoke to us at a convention at a Legion Summit. There it is, and done. Thanks, Blizzard. They spoke to us at the Legion Summit back, I think it was like 2016 or 15, and they told us how they were really happy with how the streamers' guilds are actually, you know, reporting bugs and looking for things that are wrong with the game and, you know, class suggestions. So, you know, when you get to the alpha, you know, don't take it for granted. Like, join a guild and be a part of a community. Not even mine. Join like Asmongold's guild if, you know, if he plays more, or join like Quinn's guild on the Anduin server. But, you know, no one really likes Anduin. But yeah, just check it out. But here I am. So at this point, I'm trying to get back to see if I should do it again. And my chat's like, dude, they just kicked you out. Don't do it. At this point, I didn't realize yet that it was them that did it until I think Mr. GM spoke to somebody and confirmed that, yeah, they're the ones who just knocked everyone out of the instance. But surprisingly, we went back there and the ship was still there. I thought they would at least despawn the ship. I mean, we just literally showed like 4,000 people how to get here. I kind of feel bad now. Like I've created some sort of issue for them that now they're going to have to keep kicking people out of the Warfront. It's just like private servers with them, right? They don't care if you're playing private servers. But if you're streaming it or making YouTube videos, they're going to have an issue with it. So that's pretty much, you know, how they function. But thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Catch me with some more alpha content. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot more leveling. They actually unlocked the leveling to 119. The new Stormsong Valley is open, which is the last Alliance zone to level, and there's a new dungeon called the Motherlode, which is very fun, packed with trash, and is going to suck on Mythic Plus. Hammers up, everyone. See you on the next video. And sorry once again, sidetrack here for the lack of videos. I've been kind of busy, man. Like I'm trying to, you know, do the streaming thing, and I'm doing a little variety now that we've killed Argus. So we've killed Argus, and I actually got the guild first, Shackled Urzul, so Titan Slayer, Robopotamus, Druid tank, Paladin tank soon. But anyway, stop by the stream tomorrow. Come talk to me about Alpha. Come talk to me about Warfronts. I need to know in the comments what you guys think about Warfronts. Peace out, and I will see you guys on the next video and on the strum. Yeah. Fucking Chuck Norris. Goddamn Blizzard.